Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fatima. I am a 28-year-old millennial living in the beautiful desert of Las Vegas, Nevada with my husband and our 4 kitty cats. Today we're going to be going over my April budget. So welcome to a budget with me video. A new month, a new budget, and I'm excited. I'm always excited to budget. I love budgeting. It's so much fun. I think just the process that I take is really fun. I don't think I've ever hated budgeting. I think maybe when I was in debt, I was very scared to budget, but I didn't hate it. I was just scared to see all the negative numbers in my budget. But anyways, let's start my budget. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at my transactions. So far, I do already have a couple of transactions in. I do already have my corp income in here, as well as my 401k contributions, my employer matches for my HSA and my 401k. I already have my taxes added because I do budget based off of my gross income. I just like to see where every single dollar is going. It is April 6th, so we're already a couple of days into April, and I did already add all the way until April 5th. Which was a dinner with a friend. That was $38.08. And then there's already other transactions in here. We have my internet, a subscription, ballet class, glasses. And I'm so mad at myself because the glasses, I didn't charge them on my HSA card. I completely forgot. So that's great. I'm gonna call the company. They're just Zenny glasses. They're super cheap. I'm gonna call the company and see if I can revert that charge and put it on my HSA card. I don't know how likely they are to do that. And then I bought something on Blueland. I bought laundry tablets, but then I realized I already had some. So I did reach out to them. The order has not been fulfilled, so hopefully I can get that money back. And of course, friend's birthday on April 5th. We did do some shopping, so I'm gonna be adding that. And I also processed a refund. So let's do that. Let's make sure our transactions are all up to date and ready to go. I'm gonna input our grocery transaction for today first. And we went to Costco for groceries. Everything was 100% groceries. We bought some ribeyes, some wings, some, what is that? Oh, milk. What is that? Oh, butter. So we just bought 4 items, and the total was $125 with 80 cents. Okay, and I'm just gonna include it here. I always like to put the card that I used, and then I'm gonna add the refund. So we did do a refund, and it was a Costco refund. So I'm just gonna put refund. I guess I'll put Costco. And we're getting back $23 with 67 cents. So we'll just put refund. And refund is counted as income, kinda. Not really, even though on my spreadsheet I count it as income. On my income goal amount, I do not count it as income. So just want to make sure that is noted. And that's it. So we're up to date with our transactions. Nothing else has come out today. Now let's do the fun part, which is our April budget. March was super uneventful, guys, and we did that on purpose. If you have not seen my March breakdown, I'll put it up here. I kind of want April to be somewhat similar to March. Not as uneventful, but to an extent. We are not rolling anything over. Originally, I was gonna roll over like $8, but then I was able to just figure that amount out because $8 and something cents, I just thought it was so weird. So I decided, nope, we're not rolling over anything. So we're gonna start off with the clean slate. Like always, right here on my income, there's already an actual amount of $4,340 with 27 cents, and that's of course my gross corp income. Let's go ahead and go to my income section, and what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna go ahead and copy. I'm gonna copy all of this. So I'm just copying everything and pasting it. because it's just easier. Not much really ever changes. I don't expect any income from YouTube. I don't expect any business income. That's very random. No bonuses, no work reimbursements. Crypto, even though it's on here, I do expect crypto. I expect crypto every month. I just rather not include it. Online selling, it's always like very difficult to sell on Facebook, and I have yet to sign up for other platforms, but I'm gonna put $50 on here. No, actually, I got like $2 so far already, so I guess let's just put the $2 in here. Oh, IRS, I am actually expecting $633 from the IRS. I am not sure if I'm gonna get it this first half of April. So my first half of April is from April 1st to April 15th, and then my second half is April 16th to the end of the month. So that's how I treat every single month, and I'm not sure exactly when I'm gonna get it. So I'm gonna add it here for now. I went ahead and I double checked, and I'm actually getting back $663 from the IRS. So we're gonna include that because I should be getting it this month. I completed my taxes last month, I believe March 25th. So my refund from the state of Hawaii should come this month. If it does not, I'm going to be very concerned. Refunds, we've already gotten some refunds, but I always put 0. Gift cards, always put 0. Interest earned, I gotta get better at tracking my interest earned. I know I'm going to get interest, but I should probably just remove this section because I don't count the interest earned as spendable income. I just throw it into my savings right away. It just kind of automatically stays there, so I just don't touch it. Now let's go do my pre-tax deductions. I am just gonna copy and paste March pre-tax deductions because they should be the same. And for taxes, I am still gonna copy March taxes to April because they should be semi the same. They'll probably be different by like a penny, because I did notice that I want to say my federal or my Medicare was like a penny higher. So we're gonna add $2 pennies to federal, 32. Okay, next section is debt, but we don't have any debt, thankfully. And hopefully I get to keep it that way until I buy a home. Investments, I am gonna copy from March as well. We're gonna copy all of this because the goal is to always add $300 to our IRA. If I can add a little bit more, that's even better, which I think last month, yeah, we were able to add $100.83 more, which is awesome. So this month, we're gonna keep it at $300 for now. So I do keep forgetting that I'm getting back money from the IRS, and more than likely, we're gonna come back to this and we're gonna go ahead and increase it. Let's kind of work out the budget first, and then we'll come back to my investments, just because I wanna make sure that my 4 walls are taken care of before anything else. Savings, I'm gonna come back to it. For sure, we're gonna be adding more money to a couple of other sinking funds. Bills, so we already have some bills that have been paid. The actuals have already been paid, but really quickly, I'm gonna copy over a couple of numbers from March. We're just gonna go ahead and copy everything. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna change up the due dates to the new month. The yearly subscriptions, I do need to check before I put anything in there, just because I'm not sure if I am gonna owe any yearlies. Let's double check. This is why budgeting is so great. It keeps you on track with everything. There's some subscriptions that I have that are monthlies, and there's some that are yearly, just because I get a cheaper price if I renew it once a year rather than every month. And I know this is going to sound really bad, but I don't really keep track of them unless I'm sitting down and doing my monthly budget. Other than that, I probably wouldn't even remember, unfortunately. And that sounds horrible, I know, but this is why you budget. This is why you look over your transactions and your subscriptions and just everything that's going on in your life, right? Perfect. I don't have any subscriptions renewing for the month of April, so we're not gonna put anything here. That's my cat. No date because we don't need it. I'm gonna mark off all the categories that we have already paid. She's wanting attention. So we've already paid the rent, the water, utilities, car parking. We've paid our internet and Amazon Prime subscription. Awesome. We paid a good amount of bills. The beginning of the month are usually always very bill heavy, subscription, rent, all of that good stuff. And then the ending of the month is usually very laid back. That's why I like to add majority of our money into investments at the end of the month. I try not to do anything at the beginning, just in case, because you really, at least in our situation, we try to be mindful about our money and we try to be good about our spending, but you never know, an emergency might pop up, and we do have an emergency fund. But if we can just remove it from our general spending, we'll just do that so we don't have to touch the emergency fund. I know that that's what an emergency fund is for, an emergency, but we have it in a high yield savings account. If we can just keep it in there and have it continue to gain interest, I'd rather do that. And if I can just pull from my general spending, I'll do it. Those are rare instances, very, very rare. I had to grab her. She wouldn't stop meowing. Bills are done. Let's move on over to my main categories. Housing. Let's go over to housing. Household items. I don't think we need any household items. We're good. We're solid. Toiletries. I am going to add $50 on toiletries just because I already bought one thing. I might need another. Or no, I didn't need that. I didn't need the laundry tablets. I'm gonna add $25 for toiletries for this month because I don't think we need a lot. We might need toilet paper. We're running a little bit low on toilet paper. So this actual amount, I'm gonna get refunded back, so the difference doesn't matter. Transportation, I am going to budget. I do have a couple more events this month compared to March. March was really boring, guys. It was intentionally boring. But this month, I've actually already gone out to eat. I have my last dance class for a 6-week program that I'm doing, but I'm gonna be signing up for ballet classes. So I'm gonna add $55 to our gas subcategory in transportation. Car expenses. I really need to get a car wash. I'm gonna add $40. I was gonna double up the $60 from last month that I didn't spend with another $60 from this month and get it professionally washed. But we're moving soon and I don't have time. I have a lot of moving planning that I need to do, a lot of organization and purging that I want to try to get done within the next 2 months, and I want to start now. So I'm just gonna run my car through a car wash, like those car wash machine thingies, and I'm gonna call it a day. And I'm probably gonna do it twice because it's dirty and needs a good car wash, and then I'll vacuum it myself. So $40, and for sure I'm gonna get that car wash done. I'm gonna get it done this month for sure. Car registration, not yet. That will be coming out for next month, as well as car insurance. We have a lot of spending that we're gonna be doing in May, a lot. Not excited about that, but it's necessary. All right, that's it for transportation. So just $55 to gas, $40 for car expenses. Groceries and eating out. For groceries, we're gonna do the same as last month. I think it was $600. Yep. And we were under budget. We had $43.93 remaining. So let's hope that we can do the same this month. Eating out, I've already spent some money on that. So I'm gonna leave it at the same amount, $125. I really don't think we're gonna eat out a lot. It's just really hard with Dylan being a carnivore and him just only eating meat, and that's it. It's really hard to eat out, but I'm still gonna leave it at $125 as in just in case. All right, next one we have is personal pets, health and fitness. Personal, I always give Dylan and I $150. So far we haven't touched it. For our cats, they always get $116. I really don't think we're gonna be spending over $116. Last month we would have been under budget if I didn't do an oopsie of getting their kitty litter sooner than I should have. So I think we should stay within budget for this month. I really, really do. Beauty, I am gonna give myself $75. I wanna get my nails done. Healthcare, so for healthcare, For healthcare, I did spend some of that money for our Sunny's classes. So I got some glasses and Dylan got some glasses, and I still want to get another pair, but this time sunglasses. And I accidentally put it on a credit card, but I'm gonna call and see if I can just put it on my HSA. So I don't know. I don't know if I should do. I'm gonna do 100 for the meantime. We're gonna do 100. All right, so that section is done. Now let's go to fun and travel. For fun, I'm gonna do 100. Last month I did 150 and I hardly touched it. And Dylan too. Well, actually, Dylan touched it. He wanted that fake Squishmallow. It's so cute, but it was just so funny. So he spent $15.16. I budgeted 150. So I'm gonna do 100. Travel. I don't think we're gonna do any travel this month, like none. We're just gonna be way too busy planning for our move in May. We already have started planning. We've already started looking at different areas that we wanna live in. And I'm actually gonna be touring houses by the end of this month. So I'm not gonna add anything for travel because I really don't think we're gonna have any time to travel. Next category, business expenses. So, for Canva, it's gonna be the same. I'm gonna do $12.99. Taxes are done. I actually removed, what did I remove? Oh yeah, this was my work lunches. I used to work in person, so that's why I had that category in there. But now it's just a buffer now. Coding, I'm gonna put 0. I just don't have time for coding right now. I'm so sad. I wanna code, but hopefully in the summer. Right now that we're moving, that's just a huge project that we need to tackle. So 0 on coding. Taxes, IRS, 0. Those are done. Etsy, I did spend some money already on Etsy, so I'm gonna add $10. I did spend some money, but the money hasn't come out of my account, so I need to double check that. General expense. Okay, this is where I might have to add some random moving items. We do have a couple of things that we need to renew to move. So things like our renter's insurance, we need to renew that. We have a couple of other things that we need to prepare for. We need some specific types of documentations that we need to submit as well. So I'm going to calculate, I'm gonna put $200 for this. For general expenses, and these are I'm so silly. I have a sinking moving fund. That's what a sinking fund is for, guys. We have a moving fund, and I actually completed it. If you watch my March spending video, you'll see that we reached our goal. We ended up lowering our goal down from $3,000 to $1,800. We did the math, and I think we were just, mainly me, I was overthinking everything. Compared to how much we spent when we lived in Hawaii to move here, it was a lot of money. Then we realized we're good. All of the houses that we've been looking at, majority of them, I think like 80% of them have a washer and dryer and a fridge. Only a couple did not have those items. So we've already decided that we have to find a place with a washer, dryer, and a fridge, and that instantly reduced the amount of money we needed to add to a sinking fund. So for general expense, I don't need to add anything because we can just pull it from our moving sinking fund, which is what I'm gonna make sure I start doing. I just need to remember. I don't know, can you guys tell that I'm really bad at using my sinking funds? And my HSA card, apparently. So that's done. Business is done. Only thing that we're spending money on this month is Canva. It's a subscription that's automatic, and Etsy. And Etsy is actually direly needed. I just renewed a listing, and I'm going to be adding more listings as well. I was supposed to add my cash envelopes. Totally lied to you guys in a previous video. I have the pictures. I need to upload them. I promise they will be affordable. Next section, gifts and donations. So for gifts, I actually need to send out my sister some money for my niece's birthdays. I'm already a little behind on that. I am so bad with birthdays. So we're gonna go ahead and add, I don't know, is that the only birthday we have this month? Let's double check. because I am really, really bad with birthdays. Next birthday that is coming up is in May, and that is my nephew's, and then my birthday as well. So I already have 2 birthdays that I owe for. So we're gonna do that, $50, $25 for each niece. That should be more than enough. And they're so cute. Every time I ask them, what do you guys want for your birthdays? They always tell me, Tia Fati, we already have everything we want. And they do. They do have everything that they want. They're lucky. They have the best parents ever. And I might be biased because they're my sisters. Donations, we're gonna go ahead and do, what did we do last month? I think for last month I did 100, but I was only able to do 50. Okay, we're gonna try to aim for 100 for donations for this month. Other category, for my mom and dad, I will be putting 0. I don't think they need help with anything this month. Last month I did buy them groceries, but they're moving too, so actually they might need help with a couple of things. I'm gonna put 50, just in case. Their dog Coco, I'm also gonna put 50. We're still working on her blood work situation. They're doing other type of testing first that they're recommending for her since she's a little bit on the older side, so we're just waiting for that testing to arrive. So 50 for now, because vet is looking more at a May or June blood work month. Miscellaneous, we're gonna do 10. I always do 10. Work purchases, nothing. And I might remove work purchases as well because I have a business card and it's apparently still active. So I can just use my business card, and cash, I'm just always gonna put 0. All right, perfect. So let's see our left to budget. It was already on there. So for left to budget, we have $1,284 with 48 cents. On our left to budget, we have $1,284 with 43 cents. I do have a couple of sinking funds that I want to add additional funds to. Actually, the IRS income of $663. I was already thinking about dividing that amount and adding it to pets, auto maintenance, and I think my vacation sinking fund. Let me double check. Yeah, so I wanted to add $221 to each one. So let's do that. That's exact. That's 663 divided by 3, it's 221. So we're gonna add it to pets, auto maintenance, and vacation. That still leaves us with $621 with 43 cents remaining to budget. Oh, another cool thing, guys, we actually don't have a cell phone payment anymore. No more cell phone payments. I am going to be paying for my cell phones on a yearly basis. Recently I switched to a new carrier and I paid 3 months because this carrier was having a special promotion and it was awesome. It was perfect. I was able to basically refer my parents and refer Dylan. So I'm gonna get back $90 per person, which is great. That's gonna give me a couple of more free months. And then after all of that is done, I am going to renew for a full year, which is still well over $700 in savings by just switching to this new carrier. So goodbye Verizon. You suck for raising your prices. I'm gonna remove that. That actually gives us back a whole $151 to work with. So the total left to budget now is $772 with 43 cents. I'm looking at everything. There's nothing else that I can think of. I'm gonna ask Dylan because I think he wants to go to a concert in Utah. I wanna know when he's going to pay for those tickets. So maybe I can add it onto this budget if he's gonna pay for the tickets this month. I double checked with Dylan and the tickets are actually super cheap, $35. So he's just gonna use the money from his 150 personal funds. I don't need to add that. The transportation and the hotel will be another expense, but that won't come out until October, which is when the concert is taking place. Nothing more. Okay, perfect. So in that case, the $772 with 43 cents, I'm gonna go ahead and add an additional amount to my sinking funds first. So let's go over my sinking funds. Really quick, I just want to explain. I have an emergency fund here. This is emergency fund number 2. I know that sounds really weird. We technically already have a separate emergency fund, but it kind of became our future home fund, and then it went back to being an emergency fund. Just because of the interest rates going up like they did, we decided to not buy a house, and so all that money that we had for future home, I think it's well over $40,000, we just decided, okay, at this point, this is kind of our semi-emergency fund. So that's why I created emergency fund number 2. Yeah, and I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, because to me it does. So that's why I don't actively add money into that fund as of right now. Looking at this, we already have our moving sinking fund done. We have our car insurance sinking fund done. We have our car registration done. Advanced parole has been done. They haven't taken the money out for that one yet. I decided that I'm not going to do anything with the remaining 772. What I'm going to do is I'm going to revisit my budget in the middle of this month. So sometime on the 15th or the 16th, I think I'm going to do another video. I'm going to maybe do a mid-month money check-in. I think that sounds catchy. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to allocate that amount to wherever it needs to go. I like to have a zero-based budget, but it's just gonna be a pretty unpredictable month, this month and next month, because of our move. And we really do expect random things to pop up here and there that we're gonna need for this move. And as much as I would like to not expect them, that's just what happens when you're moving, right? For the meantime, budget is done, budget is complete. We're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna revisit this budget in the middle of April. So I'll be back in the middle of April to allocate $772.43. Let's move on to the next thing. Let's go over my categories to track. For this month, of course, we are always going to track our personal spending. Those are super duper important. We gotta keep ourselves in check. And we did so good last month. I mean, Dylan always does good. That guy, he never spends money. And I'm proud. I'm proud to have a very frugal husband. But sometimes I want him to spend some money. Never thought I'd say that, ever. And here we are. Okay, so we're gonna track my personal, Dylan's personal. For sure, we're gonna track groceries. We're gonna try eating out, even though I don't think we are gonna go over that. Let's track gas. It was already on gas, silly me. Okay, and then let's also track, do I need to keep track of my kitty cat spending? Let's keep track of kitties. Okay, perfect. So these are the 6 categories we're going to track this month. Personal, Dylan's personal spending, groceries, eating out, gas, and my kitty cats. Now let's go over my monthly financial goals. Monthly financial goals are starting to become my favorite part of creating a budget because I am not a goal person. I watch these videos on YouTube. They're called monthly resets, and they're pretty cool. I like them depending on who the creator is. And they talk about these goals that they're achieving every month, and I'm just like, I'm just trying to keep it together. I can't. I cannot. I create a goal and I forget it. So for me to have monthly financial goals, I guess it kind of gives me a sense of keeping it together. So it's been helping. It's been helping me a little bit, and it actually helps when I'm spending money. So last month when I wrote down, stay within your personal budgeted amount, I kind of had that goal in my head. So maybe, I guess I can see how it works for some of those YouTubers. Okay, well, let's think about what goals we want to have in April. What do I want? Okay, let's kind of keep 2 of the same goals from last month. I'm always scared about going over my personal budgeted amount, so I'm gonna make that goal again. Let's stay within our means. Don't go over personal budgeted amount. I don't think we'll go over the fun amount this month. I really don't. There's really not a lot of time for fun. A little bit. I do have book club tomorrow morning. I mean, that's kind of fun, depending on if you like reading books. I do. Don't go over groceries budget amount. Yes, let's move that over, especially with Dylan being carnivore. Groceries tend to be a little bit more expensive. Yes, investing. Invest at least $300 to our IRA. At least. So this means that I want to invest more. So invest at least $300 to IRA. Okay, let's actually copy that over, but I'm gonna do $50 because I think $100 was a little ambitious. It was just a little tiny bit ambitious. So make $50 more, not consider corp income. And then I'm gonna put donate $100 because I forgot to do the other 50 last month. And that's it. I'm just gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm just gonna put 5 goals. I'm not gonna use the last one. I don't want to force myself to come up with a goal if I can't. So maybe when we revisit in April, we can. Oh, well, actually, save $221 to sinking funds. To 3 sinking funds. And I already know the 3 sinking funds is pets, maintenance, auto maintenance, and vacation. For sure vacation, I need to add money there because we will more than likely be going to Mexico in July. All right, cool, perfect. So we have a total of 6 goals. Wealth affirmations. I really liked the wealth affirmations from last month, especially money flows to me. I liked them both. I don't know. I really don't know what to put for wealth affirmations. I am literally going to Google financial wealth affirmations because I cannot think of any. Let's see. Ooh, I am a money magnet. I kind of like that. Oh, my life is filled with wealth. Okay. My life is filled with wealth, and I would say that is currently what I feel. What was the other one? I am a money magnet. I am a money magnet. I am a money magnet. I like that one. I really like it. All right, perfect. So wealth affirmations are done. Monthly financial goals are done, and the budget is semi-done. We will be coming back to revisit the remaining $772 with 43 cents. But for the meantime, I am ready to, I was gonna say jump into April, but we're already into April. But I just feel a lot less stressed because the last few days, all that has been on my mind was this budget. It was like, I gotta sit down. And then I was almost gonna sit down and do it without filming. But then I remembered I gotta film because this is good content. I love watching budget videos, and I hope you do too. I realized that there was a discrepancy. Is that, yeah, that's right. I hope that's right. With my utilities, so my water, sewer, and my common fees, my electricity as well. So I copied and pasted, but I forgot to change the budgeted amount. I always know the budgeted amount before the first of the month. So the budgeted amount was supposed to be $83.71 and the actual amount was $83.71. And this is for my water, sewer, and trash, and my common room fee. And then for electricity, I already know what I'm going to be paying. It's going to be $108 with 52 cents. So just want to make sure that I popped in here really quick to let you guys know because I just noticed it right now. With that being said, we have a remaining of $793 with 58 cents left to budget. That has increased a bit, not a lot, but it makes quite a difference. $20, right? I will see you in the next video, which will be my mid-monthly money update. That is a mouthful. Until then, let me know what are your goals for this month. If you guys have any questions as well, let me know down below. I am more than happy to provide any answers if I can do so. Other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful April. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you have not done so, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next one.